Yay, thank you. I couldn't push the
Glad
button.
you remembered that. So yeah, I've had to be really creative. I have built Diamond. I have lost Diamond. I have received a negative check from Beachbody owing them money because someone's canceled. I've built Diamond up again. I've been through the works. But the reality is this is a long-term game. It takes time. It takes learning. That's a big thing, and failing to learn how to do this and to really just learn yourself and what you're capable of. Like if you compare Emma right now to Emma last year, I'm a completely different person in how I approach my business. So I want to share my slides with you all. I'm going to share my screen. You all see it? Good. All righty. So I want to talk about coaching outside of the box. Let me see if I can move you all over. There we go. So I know a lot of us sign up, I think, through Instagram. So we find our coach through Instagram. We get started with a total solution pack. So immediately as a new coach, you think this is the way, right? I can only find my people through Instagram. I got to post every day, and everyone needs to get set up with a total solution pack. Now that is like the goal, because total solution packs, I believe, is what leads to coaches, because you're getting someone working with the whole entire system. But especially now with the new way that Success Club is, there is so many other ways to build your business and to earn an income. Because I think a lot of us do get started. Yeah, we have big goals and big dreams, but we also want to start building volume. And a lot of that times that just comes with selling other products other than total solution packs. So a little tough love here, and sorry if this offends you, but stop cock blocking yourself when it comes to your business. So you can ask yourself these questions, and I'll talk about them a little bit. Looking at your invite sources. If your invite source is only Instagram, then you're cock blocking your business. If you when you're sitting down to work, if the very first things you're doing are not your income producing activities, specifically inviting, connecting, and following up, you are cock blocking your business. I have made it really key for me that I love Canva. I'm not letting myself play with Canva until I have done my income producing activities. And like last month, I didn't let myself touch Canva until I hit Success Club. And I hit Success Club really early so that I could start playing on Canva. And another huge one for me is this third question. Are you letting fear stop you, specifically from inviting? So if you picturing one person, I think we can all picture one person right now that you are terrified to invite, because you are just thinking in your head they're going to say no. And they're probably someone in your close circle, and you're terrified they're going to say no. That is the person you need to go invite right now, because you're just going to live in that fear and sit in that fear. Or if you're a new coach and you are terrified to start posting reels and stories, you got to dive into it. Whatever is scaring you is what you need to dive in and get comfortable with, and get comfortable with getting the no's as well, so that you can stop cock blocking your business from fear. And are you only offering total solution packs? So if you're offering a total solution pack, someone says no, and you're just like, okay, thanks. When the reality, especially now with the new Success Club system, there's kind of this like trail you can keep going down and keep asking questions. Because I truly believe like we have something to help anybody, even if it's something just as small as getting them started with greens, you know? So it doesn't have to be the whole total solution pack. There's something for everybody. And you might also be missing out on an opportunity to help those people as well. All right, so I snagged this little screenshot. So this has kind of been my bread and butter, especially with my warm market, is offering things that, like once you get the no from the total solution pack, having other things to offer them. Because reality is a lot of your warm market wants to help you. Okay. And they may not want to work out or anything like that, but they want to help you. Y'all, I sell the crap out of beach bars. I have so many people that have monthly subscriptions to beach bars because I really think that's one thing where everyone is always looking for something healthy that they can just grab, that they can take to work with them, put in their purse, and just go. My boyfriend absolutely loves them, and he is the pickiest, unhealthy eater I've ever met in my life. So he sells the crap out of them too. So these are all ways to earn 2 Success Club points, as well as total solution packs. So I think getting kind of out of the total solution pack mindset a little bit and knowing more, what's the type word I'm looking for? How to like, I don't know, can't think of the word I'm looking for. So just getting out of that bubble and talking about the company as a whole and everything that we have to offer, because we literally have so much to offer and there's so many things that can help people. Like if you just look at this list right here, even like with first thing, last thing, someone that's just struggling a little bit in the morning and struggles at night sleeping, but they like going to the gym, that could be a perfect bundle for them and you get 2 Success Club points. But of course you have to ask the questions when you're having those relationship building conversations to realize how to help people. All right, so these are some fun examples, and I'll dive into them a little bit of how I've done some out of the box inviting. So yeah, beginning of January, all the Girl Scout cookies came out, right? So I went to all my neighbors right out here. It was 10 different mailboxes, and I put a mint chocolate beach bar in their mailboxes with a little note. And I had one person respond, and she's like, this was amazing. And it totally like helped with my cravings with the Girl Scout cookies. And she said she's going through a box of like some other protein bars she has right now, but she's going to order as soon as she's done with those. Yay. Your gym friends, don't discredit your gym friends. They would love Recover, Energize, Shakeology. Sean's sister is an Orange Theory, like that is her jam, but she drinks Shakeology every day, sometimes twice a day. And also don't neglect the men in your life, especially if they're gym guys and stuff like that, to be like, dude, you got to bulk up on this Recover, I'll give you some Energize, you can go to the gym. And honestly, a lot of my guy friends in my life have been my biggest supporters for just supporting my business as well. So, and that's typically been with the performance pack and a beach bar subscription. A new thing I've done, so I am on Poshmark right now, and I'm selling a lot with Poshmark. I'm selling like 1 to 3 orders a week. And I put just a little thank you note in all of my Poshmark orders. I just tell them like, I'm a new entrepreneur. I recently quit my job. Here's my Instagram if you want to come follow me. And I've had 2 Poshmark people come follow me on Instagram, and now we've connected. I'm messaging them, just all from putting in that little thank you note. Signing up for community events and joining Facebook groups. I think getting involved with your community, if you can, is actually huge for just building connections. So it's something that's probably not going to be like an initial invite, but it's a great way to make friends and get back to a little bit of organic socializing. Because, you know, we're all sitting here, we're on these screens, especially with our businesses now, we're trying to be less screen time. And I think it's really important to get out into your community and get back into that organic socializing. Join a Facebook group in your niche. I have had several handfuls of clients come from Facebook groups. Facebook groups can be a little difficult because a lot of them have lots of rules, like when you can post about a business or something like that. But also what I do is every Monday, I have in my calendar to go into at least 2 Facebook groups and just provide value. So today I went to a Dog Moms of Nashville group, and I shared like this little mat that I have that sticks on the tub you spread peanut butter on, and the dog licks it like while he's getting a bath. And it just started conversation. So it's just getting your name out in your community and in your niche. Right now, business cards. I just did this. I'm really excited. Just going kind of back to old school sales in a way. I had them, so I just went to the Phoenix Open in Phoenix, was this last weekend? And I handed out probably like 10 different business cards of people that just like start conversation, like, what do you do? Where you're from? And they're interested, and you just hand them the card. Flyers at a local coffee shop. I don't know about y'all. I have a lot of really cute coffee shops next to me here in Nashville, and every single one supports local small businesses. So I actually went to one today where they let me put my little business cards. They have like a whole like little banister of different types of business cards, and they let me put it there. So look for different opportunities like that where you can get creative, and especially with like our coaching links and stuff we have like that, like you could even have a QR code generated or something like that to like, that could go to your Energize link or something like that. So get creative with it. So a coffee shop, you could do a QR code link to cafe latte shake-up. Pro tip, this has been really helpful for me, not just in my business, but in my own personal journey and how I talk about my business, is being very transparent with your warm market about why you started this business, what your mission is, and what goals you're working towards. Like last year, I remember I was very transparent. I was like, I want to earn the Success Club trip. And I told my friends like what I was working towards. I was like, I want to earn this trip for Sean and I to go on. And I had lots of people be like, okay, how can I help you? So when you're very transparent about that with your warm market, it really develops this confidence in how you talk about your business, because you got to talk about it more. And they're also your people. And if you do say something kind of like wrong or different, if they're really your friend, they'll tell you. All right, so this is something I kind of put together with Lindsay and Haley earlier. Is we kind of came up like with these 3 different levels of body partners. And the reason I want to talk about this real quick is, so like an affiliate partner, that is someone who just wants to sell product and earn a commission. Friends and family partner, you're doing the things, you're doing your workouts, all that stuff, and you want to just help friends and family. And then business builders, you're really looking to make your mark on the world, maybe possibly start earning a full-time income, and you just are ready to work your ass off. So I want to ask you, are you an affiliate coach that is just identifying as a business builder? Or are you actually doing the actions of the level of partner that you want to be? I wish I had asked myself this question a year ago, because I was definitely doing the actions of an affiliate partner, but calling myself a business builder. All right. Just don't quit on yourself, you guys. You know, you're going to go through seasons. I have been on an absolute roller coaster, and the roller coaster is only going up. Like I said, I've been doing this for 1.5 years. And because I've taken my personal journey on the same time frame as my coaching journey, like I said, I think I'm just now finally figuring out my niche and my purpose, and that's okay. That's okay. But luckily, with this new Success Club system, with earning points from volume, it just helps us so much and really opens up the window of conversation of ways that we can help people. Right. So we can open up for any questions.
That was so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we need that graphic of like the different levels of coaches. You can stop sharing your screen and we can see if anybody has questions. But I loved how you talked about there's like so many other people that we can serve. Like I mean, you and I have talked a ton about like, okay, let's not focus on our following, let's focus on like our neighbors and like Facebook groups and like people who are, are like, we already know who are like us. I think it's just so easy to get that tunnel vision of like, okay, my following and like Instagram and these like people out in outer space, when it's like, I mean, I even wrote my notes when I was like listening to this call. It's like, I promise you guys, like your diamond and above team lives within a 5 mile radius of you, like diamond is 12 people. And we think that we need to focus on getting these like viral reels and thousands of followers and all this stuff. And it's like, find 2 people who want to do the same thing as you. Boom. Those are your 2 emeralds. And then you need, 4 and 4 on each side, and boom, like your diamond. So it's like, I think we stress ourselves out when we think really, really big, and it also takes away from the focus of like those daily actions, like you were saying, like, and you had to really kind of reteach yourself to focus on those daily actions, because that's what moves the dial forward. And then the other thing that I just loved is you talked about people who, like, let's say someone loves like core power yoga. They're never going to like not do core power yoga because they freaking love it. But what if they need like pre-workout, or they need like recover afterwards? Or for me, I remember when I was a yoga teacher, like I never got to talk to my clients about nutrition at all in general. And all I would do is teach the 60-minute super hard yoga class, but then I had no control over what they were doing the other 23 hours of the day. And so to have this and talk to them about Shakeology, or talk to them about nutrition, or like figuring out their macros with like Portion Fix, it's all just other things that we can serve them with. So even if someone doesn't want a total solution pack, there's so many other ways that we can serve them. Yeah, so good.
Yeah. Another thing I actually just forgot about. So this week I actually started talking with a gym owner, and I was like, dude, we just need to hook you up with like packets of Energize and packets of Recover, and you can gift them to your clients when they sign up. It's like when they sign up to join your gym, you just give them these 2 little packets, and then it's just like a nice little gift for them. And he loved the idea. And now we're talking like, okay, well, I can set him up as a coach, and then he can have his links if he wants to, like, then if someone wants to buy Energize after they try it or something. I don't know. It's just really interesting. And I just really want to challenge you all to think outside the box, especially newer coaches, or if you have like a smaller following or something like that, or if you depleted your warm market, really, really think outside the box.
Oh my gosh, that's so, I love that you said especially for newer coaches, because it's like if you're brand new and you haven't created that trust of like showing up on social media for more than like a week, you can't go out and invite somebody to do this with you because they don't even know what you're doing, right? Like you can, but like that trust isn't instilled yet. But like with family and friends and like people who live close by that already know, like, can trust you, I mean, that's where I saw like my first handful of people that I signed up. It wasn't random people that I had off Instagram, because I started with 300 followers on Instagram. Like there's no one on there that cared. So yeah, it's such a good point. Leanna asked, best tip for building to diamond ASAP.
Yeah, so I literally just built my diamond back by myself. And I did want to talk about this because I know Carly shared in the page that Leanna and I earned the $100 bonus. Y'all, I did that all on my own. I don't have any working coaches right now. I have my boyfriend's account and I have my dad's account. I got myself to Success Club and I got my dad's account to Success Club last month. And that was all warm market, 100% warm market. I just became completely unafraid. I printed out my Facebook friends list and I went through every single person on my Facebook friends list and built connections. I'm talking to a friend now from gymnastics from like middle school. And so it's really cool to bring those personal connections back. But so I had SE8 on my account, SE5 on my dad's account, and SE2 on my boyfriend's account last month. Every single one was warm market. And I told them the goal that I was working for. I told them my goals for the year, how I'm super stoked that I get to take Sean on this trip in March. I'm very, very transparent about my business and why I'm doing this with my warm market. And I really believe that's what makes my warm market want to help me. And most of those were not total solution packs. They were beach bars, they were performance stacks. They were not total solution packs. So it's stop being afraid is my biggest tip to get to diamond ASAP. And if you don't have a spouse account or a parent's account that you can run to help you get to diamond, I would reach out to someone and just, again, share those things, why you're trying to build this business, what your goals are, and ask them if they would be willing to do that for you.
And I think the coolest part about that is you have to be really honest if you actually believe in what we do, right? Like beach Beachbody body has actually changed your life. Like, you know, you talk about all these different things that it's done for you. And because of that, like you can turn around and really openly say, you know, I believe in these tools. And I felt the same way when I started. That's why when I get so confused when people like don't have a warm market to work with, because I'm like, it's literally health and fitness. Like, again, we're not selling like some random, like crazy lampshade, you know, it's like, this is literally, we're saving people. I mean, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but like, we're literally saving people's lives and like relationships with themselves and relationships with family. And it's like, that shouldn't be something that's like hard to talk about. So if you do find that that's something that's hard to talk about, or you do feel like, ooh, I don't know if I want to talk to my, you know, warm market, like do some personal reflection or do some journaling as to like, why do I not want to talk to the people in my life that are the most important to me about this job that I do? Because this should be something that I talk to everybody about, and not in a salesy way, not in like, oh my gosh, like, can you do this for me so I can hit my goal? Like, you can find something that serves them, but you can also connect it to the fact that like, yeah, I opened this business. I started this. Like, if any of us started a coffee shop, we like, I would freaking expect my friends to be stopping at my coffee shop every morning and paying $5 for a white mocha or like whatever they're ordering. Like, it wouldn't even be a question. And then for this, for some reason, we're like, ooh, I don't want to talk about it. And it's just, I think it's a really, really good kind of just like reflection that you can have like with yourself and your business as a whole.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you earn it? Oh, do you do a certain number of invites per day, or what is your system like? Just following the Success Club tracker? Like, do you have another tracker that you follow?
Yeah, so typically I do just follow the daily activity tracker, but I do bump it up. December into January, I read the 10X rule and it just hit me in all the points that needed to be hit. And so if I had a day where instead of 5 invites, I do 50, I do 50. Today, I sat down and I did 100 connections, invites, follow-ups. Not each, but I just made sure I had 100 messages in total. And so I really have just freaking raised the bar. I also started a new Instagram account in January, and I do at least 2 reels a day, not 1. And so I really just focus on just amping it up. So if the daily activity tracker says 5 connections is the minimum, I try to at least 5 times it or 10 times it. Just like, I'm not big on the anti-hustle culture, because I really truly believe like strong entrepreneurs and people that change the world do have hustle in their blood.
I love that. And obviously we can do it with intention and integrity in mind, right? When you really dive in, it's like, yeah, I mean, it takes work to build this business. And going back to that graphic, it's like being honest with yourself, you know, like nobody built a 6-figure or $1 million business with coaching by like spending 30 minutes a day. Like, you're crazy if you think that, right? Like, it's way easier than opening up like a brick and mortar business. Like, stats show that like, you know, if you open up like a brick and mortar, you're not making any money within the first 3 to 5 years. And we can be profitable month 1 of signing up. So it's like, I think it also just requires a gut check. Like, it's very low barrier of entry to like get started with coaching. Obviously, just sign up, like, you know, get a challenge pack, but then really deciding where your goals are and knowing like, okay, you're like, oh my gosh, like Emma made like 100 connections, invites, and follow-ups today. She has maybe different goals than someone who just wants to make an additional stream of income and pay for their grocery bill or whatever each week. Like, it depends on what your goals are, but I think always just being really transparent on like, okay, where are my goals and where are my actions, and make sure that they are even, right? Yeah. Because you don't want to end up being in that place where you're like kind of like lying to yourself, you know? Yeah. Can you share, would you mind sharing that graphic of like the 3 different like types of partners or coaches in the team page when we jump off? Okay, cool.
Yeah. But it's also like, if you feel like inviting is taking you forever, then you got to figure out what's going on there. Because these messages should be going out really quickly, especially if you're warm market, because you know these people. You should know how to connect with them and how to talk with them. And just getting those messages out quickly. Again, don't let fear stop you, and don't overthink it. Just get it out there. And another big tip, if they ghost you, that's not a no. For me, they haven't said no until they literally tell me, Emma, please stop messaging me.
Sorry, I just had to get a little boomerang. Yeah, so true. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for hopping on here. I'm actually going to turn it over to you to have the responsibility to upload the recording since you had to record it on your end.
Yep.
But thanks for being on, guys. Let's make it a last great week in February. You got 8 days left in the month, and I'll see you in the team page. Bye.
Bye, guys.